And we're back.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Transistor. And we're back. Let's head to the maintenance wing.
Yeah, let's check in there.
If we can find our way to Asher.
Maintenance.
Launcher. Come closer, discretion advised. You know what? I might need to reorganize my build now that I think about it. So I'll be right back. Alright.
Count of 3.
So I've got some new passives. They should take effect anytime I use turn. OVC terminal.
Guess you should be flattered.
Private message from Asher Kendrell. You.
It was nothing personal, you know. You were valuable, handpicked, unique, but one of many. All we needed was your point of view, to give the people what they didn't know they wanted. That's all we ever wanted. All Grant ever tried to achieve. The rest was merely incidental. What good could 4 individuals ever hope to accomplish in this city with only their own 4 voices? Well, we found our answer. You have it right there, in your hands.
The ringleader's right upstairs.
Why are you speaking for Grant? It's a very good
Other
question.
side.
In case you weren't aware, Grant is supposed to be the head of the Camerata. Asher's speaking for him quite a bit. It's a little concerning. Hold A to aim kill. So one of the passives I gained was I used the companion to become a super user. That's what happens when you're a super user.
Whenever you hit him.
Really, really big attack. Hi. In the meantime, just touching you is going to deal a lot of damage. So I don't have to shoot anybody. Let's actually go back. It'll hit there. See, every time it says check, that's me hitting an enemy. If that's going to be the case, then I'm going to go ahead and plant that here.
Show him.
It's almost like I planned it all. Actually, it says fetch, but that's clearly not. It's masked. Haha, sneaky. I forgot they can go invisible now. And I'm a super user again. Look at this floaty, weird look it gives me. And look how far I can move. Alright, that'll kill you.
Cleared him out.
The super user ability that the passive grants you is really powerful.
What do we have?
But it's a chance. So you gotta know how to use those chances right, or to set them up to be useful. First ability, Flood, obstructive and lingering. Active slot effect, project a storm sphere that disintegrates targets in its path. Upgrade effect, enhance most functions with lingering destructive effects. Passive, regenerate life points when turn is not recovering. So that means if you're not planning on using turn, if you want to play this more like an action game, Flood on your passive slot is huge. Now we have Void, amplifying and depressive. We saw this in the last episode. It cripples target's defense and attack and stacks 3 times. I didn't know that part, so that's good to know. Upgrade slot effect, augment the potency of most functions, and passive slot effect, increase base damage output for each function. Want. We can get another upgrade slot, we can get another passive slot, in case you really want a lot of passive slots, or more memory. I like more memory. We're not currently using all of our slots, after all. Alright, got new files updated, so let's read those, and then we can start on using our new ability. Alright, so we'll Rise. Recommendations. One night, Miss Rise nominated Red as a target for her Camerata colleagues, citing Red's surging popularity in the city and her unusual set of selections. Red could substantially advance the Camerata's agenda, and was not yet so ubiquitous that her sudden disappearance couldn't be sufficiently disguised. Miss Rice promised that the Camerata could get to Red at a time when she would be completely alone. Trace data reveals an 85% chance she falsified this claim. Apparently she didn't want Red to be alone, but why? Fortunately, we don't know. To the Camerata, Olmark was a way of hedging the portfolio, in the sense that his talents and selections differed significantly from others they sought. At the same time, he was by every means unique as an individual, and his physical conditioning provided a useful data point. The Camerata reasoned that for Olmark to go away would ultimately be for his own good. Indeed, following his reported retirement, his career was celebrated, and his transgressions quickly overlooked or forgotten. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead, and if you can see, anytime it adds to one of these, it's adding max damage. Yeah, that's a lot of max damage, too. So if you add it to bounce, every single time it bounces, it is going to deal less damage, but it's still going to do pretty significant damage. It might be more useful for something like Breach, but for now I like our build the way it is, and I just want to get more information on Void.
Asher Kendall, seen as byline on the OVC, covering up the Camerata's tracks. Doing a good job.
Odd, isn't it, that Asher Kendall is inside the Transistor? Or at least an aspect of him. Remember, Red is also inside the Transistor, but we're playing as Red. So there must be something else to it. Ha! Hi, everybody! Turn disruptor. The Cluckers can now disrupt your turn. How exactly? Wouldn't be able to tell you just yet. Yep, it's those floors. Alright, in the meantime, however, we have a problem with you, Mr. Clucker. So why don't you go away? And the second bounce missed, because science!
Alright.
Oh, super user again. Well, goodbye, everybody. I love that. It becomes less useful later in the game when you've learned really good combos. So keep that in mind, that it's not going to be the best thing forever. And that thing bounced way away from the target I was hoping it would hit. This is doing poorly. Actually, cancel. Check, and then bounce.
One more down at the end.
Come to me. Actually, give that time to actually spawn. That'll do. He was in the air when it went off. Just my luck. Aha! Okay, couldn't use turn there. Oh well. Super user.
Alright then.
That was a little painful. Learning to use these abilities right is a bit of a challenge, but it's one that you get used to. Bouncy bouncy, where to?
Would have liked to see maintenance teams bouncing around instead of the process.
Well, unfortunately, that's not what we have going for us right now. Ah, there's the other launcher. Alright, do we have information on Asher now? Background. Most children learn to stop asking why, but Mr. Asher Kendall never outgrew it. His hunger for knowledge and his eagerness to spread it made him a prolific writer who enjoyed a career as a culture and current events editor at OVC. When Mr. Kendall wasn't busy reporting, he occupied himself studying the history of the city. But the deeper he delved, the more frustrated he became with all the dead ends and contradictions. The facts simply did not add up. so he started piecing together the unwritten history of Cloudbank. He conducted interviews with venerable members of society, those who willingly worked past retirement age or could speak firsthand about the past. Most remarkable among them was an administrator. Actually, if we remove you, because this provides pretty much the same exact function, but then add this to it, guess what? Now not only are we going to crash somebody when we use Void, but we're going to make them more vulnerable. We're doubling up on the debuffs.
Grant sounds swell for a murderer.
Grant can't talk right now because he isn't well. Listen, I'm doing everything I can for him. I know there's still time. But the truth is, ever since you took the transistor from him, he just hasn't been the same. When you see him, I think you'll understand.
So they need us to help fix their mistake.
When I get up there, you're going to tell me everything if you want my help. Something is wrong. Very, very wrong.
Round and round. Backstage access.
Alright, who's here?
Not now.
Hello there, upgraded process. Young Lady 3.0. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that's going to cause her to disappear. But if not, bouncy bouncy. Meantime, that's obviously not going to deal any damage, but hey. In fact, let's cancel that so I have more movement. Oh wait, no. I wanted to bounce. Bounce! Now run. There. Oh, what do you know? It actually did work.
Not
I was
happening, lady.
I was expecting Void to make her disappear.
Ready for more.
Alright. Bouncy bouncy.
Lady's making more trouble.
Oh, super user. Boom. Oh, it kept me there. Darn it. I don't fully understand super user, I suppose. Actually, that's unnecessary. No, let's grab that cell. Almost got him. Uh-oh, bad cells are protected. They've been upgraded too. They now have a blast shield. Interesting. Guess what though? I can make you bounce. So now it takes 2 bounces to kill them.
They want to tear us apart. Maybe that's all they want.
Maybe not all of them. Function updated. More information on Asher. After all, if we're gonna go fight him, or whatever it is we need to do, we need all the information we can get. Secrets. Mr. Kendrill was struck by the administrator's wisdom and depth of experience, and the two shared a passion for seeking the truth of things, and for much more, as it turned out. One day, the administrator took Mr. Kendrill aside to a place unlike any he'd seen before, and revealed to him something he never could have imagined. With it, the administrator said together they could learn so much about the past and about the future, as long as Mr. Kendrill was willing to keep it a secret. Mr. Kendrill accepted without a second thought. The administrator was much more to him than just a source at this point. In case you need it directly stated, yes, he was in love with the administrator. Alright, let's go ahead and take away that, because while fun, it's not terribly useful to me. Cull we'll put there, and then we'll make them crash.
That's 2.
Access granted.
Big door downstairs ought to be open now. Take us straight to Asher and Grant's hideout on the roof.
Bye.
No jumping in the lift, okay?
I promise nothing. Ah, it didn't let me. I was gonna prance. Oh, hello there.
Looks like Grant has other visitors.
Process upgraded. Towing beam. It sucks pretty much as you might think.
Well,
Bye,
we're
clicker.
not waiting. Hands off, jerk.
And that's why you keep jaunt. Will bounce finish you off? No. Cole will. What's going on? Game? That was a tad unusual. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Ow, everything hurts. But we're super user again. Sucks to be you.
My goodness.
You're gonna be a problem, aren't you? Except if I do that.
Okay, now's our chance.
See why I like Cull? Especially now that we're upgrading it with passive and everything. It's kind of massive damage, isn't it?
This is it. Hey, something I've been meaning to tell you. Once this is over, maybe there's still time to skip town. Think about it. Standing offer.
If we don't hurry, there won't be much town left to skip. And the last function
Let's give him our best.
updated. Asher Kendrell. Mr. Kendrell continued writing for the OVC, now with an ulterior motive, having joined the administrator's inner circle. The administrator needed someone like Asher to help keep a low profile, someone who could speak directly to the hearts and minds of the population and truly understand their needs. That way, they could conduct their work in the service of the people. Cloudbank would enter a new era. And with that, we know a little bit more about who we're dealing with. Two of the Camerata's profiles are fully explored. But what exactly does that mean ahead of us? What does Asher know? And what's up with Grant? I guess we'll find out next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.